Chapter 23, The Angelica Touch by Lindsay J. Sedgwick. From what I've seen so far, once the site's algorithm has suggested a few matches, or I do, members dive in and manage themselves. It has done this for Mum. She has rejected them all. It has to be possible to find a handful of men she's at least curious enough to contact. I reckon the algorithm doesn't know Mum as well as I do, and I only agreed with Grace that Mum should choose who she met. Suggesting dates wasn't forbidden. I'm still scanning male profiles at midnight when I hear Mum approaching. This is a really weird thing to do when you're 14. By the time she comes in, the monitor is off and I'm pretending very intensely to be asleep. She leans over to kiss me on the forehead, sighs and leaves. When I hear her bedroom door close, I return to my desk. It's a long night. Out of 400 members, I finally managed to find 4 okay men and drop them into onside tray. One surfer, one lover of black and white films, another dancer. When I sleep, I have inappropriate dreams about hairy mountains and giraffes. Don't ask. Put it this way, by the time the alarm goes for school, I'm just glad to be awake. Fortunately, I don't actually have to speak to anyone when I get downstairs. Mum's in the kitchen talking only through our regular dishes while Chris takes delivery of a van load of boxes. Still, I nearly miss the bus because Mum lands into the lobby and pulls this grotesque red-headed gold cupid out of one of the boxes. What the hell is this? Good luck, cherubs. Chris catches my eye and winks. For the Valentines ball, our February fundraiser. Mum says nothing. Something else has caught her eye. Chris takes it from her quickly. It must be bad, and stuffs it back into the box. Okay, forget the ball. How about this year we start with a Valentine's evening? Soft music in the bar, show Casablanca on a big screen. That bit got her. It's her favourite bit of all time until she unwinds a purple banner that reads Hopping Vasectomy Day, which I imagine is the last activity you would want to do after a vasectomy. I sprint to the bus. Hardly able to breathe properly, I land in beside Grace, blocking her view again of Tariq. I'm teaching her how to play hard to get. I get a small thump as a repayment, but it's still worth it. Insert on the benefits of chocolate. Chocolate helps us love each other. Chocolate, provided everyone is given the type of chocolate they like best, would prevent wars. If the conquistadors had found only chocolate in South America and gold didn't exist, the history of the world as we know it would have been a kinder one. It helps mood swings, stomach pains, depression, moroseness. It soothes and comforts us. Oh, and everyone should have a friend like Grace who has an endless supply. I bounce home from school, hopeful. There is no way Mum can't have found someone interesting in the men I sent her. I've been thinking about it all day. All I'm doing is making it a little easier for her. That's my gift. I matchmake. She's on the computer in the office. That's a good sign. Any luck? Unimaginative serial killers, bored psychos and mummy's boys, she says. There goes my bounce, slithering across the floor and through the vent. She sounds like Grace. Maybe I need to think of Grace when I'm matchmaking her. Oh no, that would be too weird. Like putting mustard on a Karamak bar. Might work, though best not to mention it to Grace. I don't mind being weird if I can get Mum dating, but I'm not going to advertise it. Give it time, Mum. Rome wasn't built in a camper van. It's okay. I don't know what it means either, but I'm too tired to be quoting cliches correctly. The way I see it, the web is a giant arcade machine. Only instead of guiding the claw down to catch a misshapen Pooh Bear, this particular game is full of possible dates. Dylan's plan yields an extra 80 within days. I pluck the most eligible ones and slip them into Mum's inbox. Trouble is, she fires them back, squealing through the trapdoor to be gobbled up by someone else. My mother is a one-woman execution squad who seriously loves her job too much. It's like a blood sport. We said we wouldn't try to work out where the locals were using the site. But it's hard not to notice when strangers are arriving in your town for dates with locals and confirmed bachelors start patting little babies on the head outside Dolan's. Simon says people are pairing up in the cafe and on the street, in the local restaurant and Kitty's bar. But that makes it harder. If it works for everyone else, why isn't it working for Mum? Not that Simon's immune to love, being smitten with Oni, though that has nothing to do with the site. Yeah, I called Simon up to the hotel when Mum was at the wholesalers. You need to come up to do the site? Well, sort of. Look, it's serious. When he arrived, I took him into the kitchen to get a coffee before we started. He saw Oni saw him. I scarpered before Mum came home. So I will not lose heart. I am the master love bringer of the Drisho Garms. I only need one man Mum can't resist. Once she starts dating, she'll have fun and feel fantastic, and it will all have been worthwhile. Before I go to bed each night, having fired the latest batch across to our inbox, I create a new password on my computer, in case Mum decides to check up on the content I'm watching. Not surprisingly, most mornings I am as dopey as a boiled frog and less intelligent. As for Mum, day after day she clicks on the profiles in her inbox and deletes them, one by one. To be continued.